Oh,
Like,
Jesus,
but I
I
mean-
almost dropped it.
We made. Well, we have to do the.
Yeah.
Oh, even though you can't see it there.
Hold on. If I heat it, you can see it change color. Oh yeah, shit, that's cool. That's so cool.
We made color changing glassware for ourselves.
By we, she means her.
I have a Cricut.
I provided the glasses.
Yeah,
I provided the cups.
And then we got color changing vinyl.
No.
So it's kind of cool.
It is. It's very cool.
We have our own branded stuff.
Yeah, we are. We do. I feel cool now. I've made it. We've made it. We made it, Ma.
We made it, Ma.
But hey, look, Ma.
Alright, I'm putting my hair up.
I know.
I look.
I know.
I look more I look more like a gremlin. My hair down. I look like Stella. I look like I was electrocuted. Okay.
Stuff.
BL buddies.
Yes, it's true.
So it's
because
ours.
we're buddies.
We're buddies. Boo.
Ah.
All right. So you're starting.
Hey everyone, I'm Sammy.
Hi everybody. I'm Lindsay.
And welcome to everyone's favorite BL podcast,
BL buddies. And today we are doing our fave tropes.
I'm very excited. I thought I had too many, and then she showed me her list, and I was like, "Oh, I do not have that many." So I'll start because I have so many less. So my first favorite, and I feel like you would agree with me on this, is bodyguard and the person he's guarding.
Yes.
I mean, Kim Porsche is like, the top
that
tier of that kind of trope. But I recently started Never Let Me Go. With Pond and Fuin. Sorry if I pronounced his name wrong. But I am obsessed.
I need to start watching.
It is so good. It is like, I was very surprised because, it's GMMTV, and, I know they did my together, but, like, their shows tend to not
Spicy?
Not be spicy, but also not be... I almost want to say not fluid in their story. Like, I feel like they rush things along.
Plot holes.
Yeah, like plot holes, whatever. This has a very good pace.
Mm.
The story is really good. Their acting is, like, amazing. I literally, there was a scene where, like, he's basically, like, he's super upset because, I don't want to ruin it, but he's super upset about something, and he's like, he's getting frustrated, he's getting angry, and Pond just, like, wraps him up in a hug, and he's, like, arguing with him, like, why is this always happening to me? Why is it me? Why is it me? And then he just breaks down, and it was great. It was great. So I'm very much, and, like, he's the bodyguard. Pond's the bodyguard. He's, like, protecting everything about this kid, and it was, yeah. So I'd say bodyguard and the person he's guarding is a massive trope for me. It's a fan favorite for me. Yours?
Well, a lot of my tropes come from me reading fan fiction. So I'll go into my favorite drama tropes, and then maybe I'll throw into some fan fiction tropes. But fantasy romance. The Untamed.
Crazy.
The Untamed.
Who would have thought that?
And I really... Who would have thought that?
No,
yeah.
Favorite movie is The Labyrinth in real, like, outside of BL. Like, come on. I
mean, I have the original movie poster.
Like,
when it came out.
Yeah, so.
Yo, I blame the dark era of Disney and their fantasy romance.
I can see that. I get that.
I mean, Labyrinth is Jim Henson, but the 90s was a very dark time in childhood movies.
But also in fantasy.
And also in fantasy. Like, I also love Legend, so Legend is also... I'm that old.
I have a sticker that says, "What's your fantasy?" on my.
So I am actually really looking forward to Jeff Bark. Well, it's not really fantasy because Jeff's an alien, but I am
sci-fi
fantasy. So I am looking forward to Wuju Bakery.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm so excited. And it has a Korean couple in it as well.
The side couple is Korean.
Yeah, I really want to see how that's.
They're really like bringing the Korean and Thai together. I'm excited for Muse Korean Thai.
And then what's his name from Why Are You
Hmm.
did one. It was called like Peach about something about time. Peach. I want to say something. It revolved around peaches and time. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
can't remember the title. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
It was a very sad show, so obviously,
Mhm.
it. I do not believe it has a
Mhm.
happy ending. So yeah, skip that. Hard pass. Yeah. Next trope of mine is enemies to lovers.
Yeah, I have that one. So
Okay, cool.
enemies or rivals.
Yes,
Yeah,
rival. So
rivals
like
to lovers.
bad buddy. I know is a
Yeah.
rivals, enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
Again, Vegas Peach.
Vegas Peach.
Vegas Pete was very much a enemies to lovers. Um, I'm trying to think of others that like I was like, there's so many. I was like literally thinking about it
There's
last
so
night.
many.
There's so many enemies to lovers that. Why are you? Both of the couples in that
Oh
were
yeah.
technically enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
Um,
Rivals to lovers.
yeah, they're there's so many. There's literally so many. I'm like drawing a blank on all. And I love a good. Oh, I hate you. But
Do
do
I?
I hate you?
But is my because if you think about it too, like in the Untamed, like you think
Yeah,
Lamaji
that's
hates,
true. Yeah,
but it's
it's his repressed.
it's his repressed
Yeah,
sexual tension.
yeah. No, totally. That's true. They're enemies to lovers. I would
Yeah.
say.
And then enemies to friends to lovers, maybe they're that
Yeah,
kind of
like
trope.
that. Yeah, because
But
yeah,
yeah, like you think Lamaji hates him, but nope, he's just repressed.
yeah,
Severely.
yeah, yeah. I've read
But
some of the
we're doing Sammy's part
final,
4
final,
of
final
Untamed,
of
so
the
I'm
Untamed.
excited
Yeah. But
today.
I love a good enemies to lovers. 'Cause I love when they like it's I think the thing about it is like there's always that turning point in an enemies to lovers where it like clicks
Mhm.
for either both of them or one of them
Mhm.
where it's like oh,
Mm.
this isn't hate anymore, like,
Mm.
and it's like
Oh, oh,
I get all
oh.
giddy about it. I get all giddy about it. It's like it's just so good. It's
It
just
also
so
reminds
good.
me, like, a lot of them are like, a guy likes you when he pulls his pigtail, when he pulls
Yeah,
your
yeah,
pigtails,
yeah.
or
No,
like
it's
pulls your hair, and I'm like,
when
yep,
they just
that's
like fight about things, and you're like, are you fighting or are you like just
tension.
yeah? I mean, Semantic error. How could I skip
Oh,
semantic error?
yeah, semantic
Semantic error,
error.
enemies to
I mean,
lovers.
that
Like
was the first one that popped into my head.
yeah, yeah. Semantic error.
And he literally was. It was like pulling pigtails.
Oh yeah, yeah. He
Like
was
when
like
he dressed in the
he was
red and then making
torturing him,
coffee.
but
Yeah,
not really. Like
not really.
yeah, it was. I'm trying to think of other
Freaking love.
cage. I don't
I
think.
can't wait until he comes out of the army and he does something
Yeah,
else.
yeah.
He
Would you say
does.
To My Star is enemies to lovers?
I
I
would say Two My Stars kind of more rivals to lovers. They're not. Well, I guess rivals to lovers. No, they're not really rivals at all.
yeah.
But yeah, I would because like he really does like try to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
him to leave
yeah. He tries really hard.
really hard.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
like
mean, Late on Me too.
Light on Me is absolutely
Absolutely.
enemies to
And that's
lovers.
also repressed
Yeah, that's true.
to lovers.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he really
It's
fucking
like you
likes
know what?
him.
I think that's a thing. Like I guess you can file enemies to lovers under some of these enemies to lovers tropes under like secret like
Yeah.
attraction because like even like the manga or the manhwa shuttle love
Hmm.
he is confused as to why this kid is constantly hating on him because he has like no ill will to the guy and
Right.
like
It's because he
whatnot
actually
and
likes him.
yeah and like it's this whole so like yeah I guess like a few enemies to lovers kind of fall under that
Yeah.
trope as well of like I don't actually hate you but I
Yeah.
have to cover up the fact
Yeah.
that I like you like
Yes.
oh,
Uh, we've
what's
talked about this one, single fathers.
oh my god yeah her daddy king
It's not daddy.
it's not
It's
zaddy
not daddy. I just find them so cute because I don't know. All the ones I've read and watched, they're just really fucking cute.
I get
I've
it
talked about it many times because like a good chunk of them, like the guy who's coming in, and a lot of them too. It's not like it's their biological child. It's some of them. It's like their sister died and they
they're
were taking
taking him
care of their
in
nephew. So it's not like a lot of them they were straight and then
married
yeah.
yeah
No, a lot of them it's like they adopted a child. A lot of the ones I read are like they adopted a child or their sibling died and they took care of the child.
oh
So
okay
like they're dad, but they're also uncle and
got it
one of my favorite ones is that trope because uh
you
he's
have a
like
few mangas like
that
that you
yeah
yeah that
that
you
are single
read yeah I remember you mentioning a few of them.
Yes.
I mean, they sounded good, honestly.
Yeah,
I
they're
just,
cute.
for me, I don't
They're
know.
like fluffy.
Kids are
That's
weird,
another one,
and
fluffy.
yeah, yeah, kids are weird, and for me in things like it has to be like, okay, that sounds weird, but kids in things like sometimes they can really ruin a
Oh,
show
yeah.
or like a storyline, and other times they don't. Like
Right.
again, I'll throw in the Untamed because now that I have finished it,
Oh, hey on.
like yeah, like he helped the story. He like didn't.
Humanized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't take away from their relationship. He
Right.
helped their
Right.
like sometimes I feel like people throw kids into dramas and shows and
To
stuff to
create drama.
create issues, to
Yeah.
create like this kid didn't create an issue. He
No.
created like he created something good for the
I mean, there's when
relationship.
I was reading and all of a sudden like a kid popped out of nowhere and it was like you were cheating on me with a woman and I
Yeah,
have a
yeah,
child and
exactly,
it but it
exactly.
was a misunderstanding. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I get that.
Throwing kids in is
Yeah.
yeah. But
Like
I can see your logic of like he's taking the kid in or like
and like
that
the kid's
like
already there, the
yeah,
kid's not
exactly.
thrown
It's
in.
not just thrown in like
Yeah.
40 chapters in,
No.
okay, here's a kid.
Here's a kid. No,
Yeah.
it's the premise is, the boyfriend coming in and
Mhm.
getting along with the kid and being a family
Yeah.
and it not just being about the two of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
that's
I
where
can
that trope because it to me it's just romantic and comedic a lot of them and they're
mhm.
just really fluffy and they're just
Yeah.
really
I
cute.
do like
So
fluff in my like what I don't read fan fiction as much as you do
mm,
anymore. Like I used to read a lot, but it wasn't even, you know what, my fan fiction was never like BL. Now that
oh
well, no, that's a lie. My first ever like experience with fan fiction was very much, but it was also incest because it was uh the Winchesters, Supernatural,
yeah
because my two friends in high school were obsessed
with
with
Supernatural.
Supernatural. I had never watched the show. I never whatever.
I
And then
watched it
they had me watch it. I
right
was like, oh shit, I like this show.
right
And then they showed me this fan fiction. I'm like,
hmm
wait. They are brothers.
yeah
They're sleeping together. No,
yeah
what? And I'm like, but why is this so good? I had to like again
you had to
suspend
suspend
the
yourself.
reality.
Yeah,
I had to forget that they like I had to like
I think
separate that they were brothers. But I did.
incest is one of my least favorite tropes,
Hmm.
but I will say that when I got really into I Know Exorcist or Blue Exorcist, I started reading fan fiction about it,
Hmm.
and people really put the Okumura brothers together in incest. And I
Yeah.
think people made it seem normal because one, spoilers, one inherited the demonic traits and one was still human. So
Okay.
people didn't consider
So
them
that's
brothers, but
brothers.
they're twins. It's twincest. So
Oh no.
I
Oh
remember I was reading one and I was like, oh,
no.
like this is really good. And then I went, my brain like caught up to me and I went, they're twins!
Yeah. Yeah. Like that
They're
was
twins!
yeah, that was definitely my first
But I think when we
my
go to the least fave, like
yeah. We will
incest
be doing
is
an episode on least faves as well. So, but okay. So you're
uh
next. Yeah.
mafia and police officers. Because
Oh
you
shit, I
guys
didn't even think of
know
that
that I
one.
love Hanto Yaju and I've talked about that manga a lot. So yeah, mafia and police
I didn't
officers.
even think of that because okay, shit, I might have to change one of your I want you to watches because
Uh,
Trapped, History 3
I thought you said
Trapped.
that. Isn't that sad?
No. The Make
Uh,
Our Days Count
oh,
is
okay.
absolutely
Okay.
do not watch if you do not want to cry. If you want to
If
cry,
you want to cry.
absolutely watch that show. Your heart will be torn into like 15 million pieces. But no, Trapped is not a unhappy ending. So,
Okay.
but that's a good. I didn't even think of that. That is a good trope. Damn. Okay.
That's why we have
I
these
know that's why we
tropes.
do this. That's why we do this. My next one is Coworkers.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say office romance.
Yeah, I love office romances, even though like you shouldn't have them in real life.
They
They
get
can
messy.
they
I've
can get
seen it in
messy.
real life.
Hello, the Try Guys. Okay. Um, but I do love it in a freaking BL. I don't know. I think you know what.
But you really need to watch Cherry Magic.
Oh yeah, no, I want to watch Cherry Magic.
Like I think that's on my I want you to watch
Yeah,
is the original Cherry
yeah,
Magic,
I want
and
to
then
watch
we're
that
gonna watch the Thai,
Taiwan.
and I think we're gonna do a comparison.
Yes. Oh, we should definitely. Absolutely. I really do like I think Korea has been pumping out
Mm,
the employee like coworker
yeah,
BLs this like past couple of months. Like I mean, Director Buys Me Dinner, the new employee,
yeah.
um Oh My Assistant, which I wouldn't technically like count as like an office romance, but like it technically falls under that because they do work together.
Coworker romance, yeah.
Yeah. There's a bunch. I mean, a lot of the histories,
Oh,
like
okay.
what's the last one that came out prior to the one that just came out, like that is still airing. Crap, I don't remember the name of it, but three of them are coworkers.
Okay.
Like so, and two of them obviously get together. So like that, I love a good coworker kind of because it's like I like they have to hide it, like the
Yeah.
secrecy of like we can't show that we like each other in the workplace, and then like they obviously ruin that by like kissing in the office. But whatever, like I will still love me a good employee, like coworker. But a lot of them, you know what? Like here's my thing, like it's not necessarily an issue, but the one thing I'm not like a big fan of in the coworker realm is that one is always like like
Oh,
a
that's a
place of
boss.
authority, yeah,
Yeah.
like over this one.
Yeah. I think
I,
that's why I like Amelia Paradox because they're not.
they're
They're
equals,
equals.
yeah.
Because one's a
So
journalist and one's a photographer.
yeah, so like I again, like I just think, oh, they're coworkers. Like
Right.
for like try to separate like, oh, he's the CEO and he's not. Like he's
Right.
their secretary and what.
Hmm.
But even like I noticed that a lot of the manhwas I've been reading lately are employee, um like My Suha, which I
Hmm.
stopped reading, but that they were employees. Like one was the CEO. Another one I just started.
I want some rival CEOs of the two companies.
Ooh, that would be good.
Hmm. Of rival companies, two CEOs.
Listen, GMMTV, IQIY, Wabi Sabi, Be on
Gaga ooh
Cloud,
la la.
Oh Gaga Ooh La La.
Give us
All of you,
one.
please,
Give us
please
rival
find us
CEOs.
one. I'd fuck with rival CEOs. Like Bad Buddy, I think they were like, they were competing. Weren't they competing kids? Like they were
I think so. I can't
their
remember. I didn't
families. It
watch
was like
all of it.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh
It was
yeah.
like I didn't watch it at all.
I didn't watch it either.
I want
We
to
need
though.
to, yeah.
Yeah, that's on our list. But like, I think they're like their families are rivals, so they just in turn don't like each other.
Hmm.
And but if that was like twisted to like they were CEOs and they were like rival CEOs,
Hmm.
oh, I would fuck with that so hard. Okay, yes, seriously,
I've read a couple fan fictions to where
yeah.
like Wei Wuxian and Lin Wanji and in a modern
AU,
day
yeah.
AU are rivals.
I would
Um
fuck with that.
okay, so going out of dramas, which I actually kind of want more dramas this way because it
Mhm.
is kind of a fantasy soulmate. It's soulmates. I love a good soulmate trope, especially I read a lot of the untamed soulmate troops
She does.
because I mean even in the show, Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji call each other ZG, which is
Hmm.
soulmate.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of soulmate and fantasy aspects in that too because there's a lot where Wanji is a dragon and Wei Wuxian is a holy jing, which is a nine-tailed fox demon. But give me some soulmate BL dramas.
Until we
Yes.
meet again.
Well, not. I mean, I'm crying.
About the girl.
Give me a fantasy soulmate BL drama.
She said soulmates. I was like, oh, until we meet again.
I ignore that.
I know, I do.
No offense.
I,
Again,
we've already
it's
discussed
not
that
my favorite.
it's not one of our faves. So yeah, that's the only like soulmate one that I can think of.
Yeah,
That's
I
come
do love
out.
a good fantasy soulmate. I recommended it, but one of my favorite Kin Porsche fan fictions is called The King's Tree, and it's soulmate identifying marks. And I linked it on our Instagram page.
Mhm.
It's a great read. I read it when the writer was still putting things like chapters out each week.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, I waited till every Saturday and refreshed AO3 like crazy just for that updates. But yeah, I love a good soulmate
Now that I think about it,
trope.
there's there's a manhwa I think you'd like that. It's called Pian Pian.
Oh, okay.
Where they have the same kind of markers, and the marker is it's. I think I talked about it before, but you have initials
Hmm.
somewhere on your body,
Yep.
and they like I don't know if they have them in the same place as you, or whatnot, but his was on his
You know, it'd be soulmate too, kind of Color Rush.
Yeah, that's true. Color
Color
Rush
Rush
would
is
fall under that
soulmate
because
kind of like
they're
thing.
what is it? They
Because yeah,
call them
there's the color, seeing colors.
and yeah, they have names for them. I
Yeah,
can't. Oh,
there's a
probe. He
probe.
was a probe, and yeah, and he was the one who couldn't see
And
color.
then
That is true. That is a soulmate.
I'm gonna go into my last one real quick. Don't come at me. This isn't fan fiction, but Omegaverse.
Oh,
But that's because of the soulmate aspect of the true mates in
I get it.
Omegaverse.
Yeah.
And I do love there's a lot of again the Untamed and Kin Porsche where Wei Sen is the Omega and Porsche is the Omega, but they're considered high Omegas to where they rival alphas. So it's not like they're meek and weak as
Mm.
a lot of Omega verses make Omegas. So in Yaoi world, they're considered power bottoms.
Love a good power bottom. Love a good power bottom.
But yeah, so if you're not into that world, totally good. There's some of them that are a little cringy, but a lot of the ones I love are very like fluffy and romantic and pretty much like a true mate,
Yeah.
soulmate kind of a thing. So
I really do wish that they brought Omegaverse
they're
to.
making one, but they got
rid of the Omegaverse aspect of it. So I don't know. I feel like that would be one that they would do in a webtoon,
Mm,
like to like feel how people feel about
mm.
it, like get that vibe, like oh, do we feel like this, and then
I
like
think people get weird
continue
too
it.
when they're Mpreg,
Yeah, yeah,
which
but
in a lot of the Untamed Mpreg is how Ayun comes
yeah,
into
it's a yes.
existence.
Oh God, oh
He's
God,
literally their child in a lot
stop!
of
Oh Jesus, okay.
Omegaverse.
Oh, now I can't. Now I can't unsee that. Oh Lord. Okay.
Don't come at
All
me
right.
again.
All
Like
right.
everyone's preference is
Now I'm gonna
different.
look at that kid and go, "Oh, okay, okay. You have two dads in the literal sense."
But yeah.
My last one. My last one is close forced proximity.
Mm.
So like they're forced to live together. They're forced
Mm.
to,
So
be
to my
stuck
star.
somewhere. Yeah, To My Star. The new history series. They're not necessarily forced. Like spoilers, they're not necessarily forced to live together, but they inevitably like are forced to live together. Um, them being stuck in something somewhere.
Like in an elevator.
Yeah, elevators,
Elevator trope.
fridges. They do the fridges. Yeah, there's a lot of like that's another one that happened in the history. Like he got stuck in a fridge. Um, yeah, like
A
the close
walk-in like
proximity.
restaurant fridge?
Yeah,
Okay. That's like
yeah, no, like a little tiny like
I think it's stuck in a
house fridge. I think I even
Ooh.
bodyguards are kind of almost like forced proximity because they have to be with the person at all times to keep them
Assistants,
safe. Yeah,
secretaries.
assistants, like that kind of stuff where they're literally like forced to be together all the time and at one point, something happens where it's like, oh no, now we have to live together. Like in the Never Let Go, he's living in the same house, but this kid is so rich that they're not really even in the same areas. Then something happens. I'm not gonna spoil it. Something happens, and now they're actually living together in the same room, forced to like be together 24/7, kind of thing. And their relationship buds from that because they're learning more about each other and learning like all these different things. And I think that's why I think I like forced proximity is because it forces the characters to open up to each other because they literally have no one else.
No one else. Yeah, that makes sense.
And I really enjoy that kind of like they learn about the character, like they learn about the other person while we're also learning a little bit more than what we already knew.
Right.
So I really like forced proximity. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. It's I think and like same with again Kid and Porsche, they were forced to be together.
Yeah.
Friggin' Vegas Pete, he had to run away because he fucked up, and so he was forced to take Pete with him. And
Yeah.
there's a lot. I definitely am a forced proximity bitch. Like love me some forced proximity. Like yep.
Oh, that's everything I have.
Yeah.
Oh, vampire. But that I put under fantasy romance.
I know what she's gonna say.
Can you give me a vampire BL with everybody from Kim Porsche?
Wait,
Like,
wait, wait, wait.
like
Let's be
Tom.
specific. Let's
Okay,
be
okay.
specific who you want.
I mean all of them.
Who you want the main lead to be?
It'd be Jeff. We're
Okay,
back.
okay.
Not gonna lie, like Mile and Appa would be really good vampires too. But like Jeff and Bible just they have that aristocratic
Mm-hmm.
look to them. But do you know who I think would be like the king of vampires or the prince of vampires in that show would be?
I want. It would be either the kid who plays Tonkoon.
You're right, it's Tong.
Okay, all right. Because I was gonna say either him or the bodyguard who dies.
Oh, Chan.
Oh,
Daddy Chan.
He would
Everyone calls him Daddy Chan. See,
yeah,
I
no,
can see
can
him
being a
as
vampire.
like, oh hell yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Chan,
Boss. I
Knight
can see
Rider,
Boss from
Boss,
right,
definitely.
Love in the Air.
But for some
Absolutely.
reason, like Tong.
Yeah, no, he would be that. He would be that sassy king of the
Oh,
vampires.
yo, he would be the
Absolutely.
best
Yeah,
vampire.
yeah.
There's a BL vampire that manga that I really love. Um, but it has to do with incest between them. He's a product of his mom and his brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
ah!
he's like too pure of a blood. Well, anyway, a spoiler.
Oh, pure
But
blood. Like
no, like he's too pure. Okay, anyway, and he falls in love with a human.
Mhm.
But I really liked that manga in the beginning because they were just so cute, and I was like, but like I could definitely see Tong, like I want to say P Tong, but we're older than Tong,
yeah.
so
We're
like
older
everybody
than
calls him. We're
both
older,
of them.
all of them. But yeah, like Jeff Bible, I think I definitely could see Mile. Like I feel like Mile would be good as a werewolf.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
he's got that alpha like wolf
Mhm.
energy to him. There you
Yeah.
go. And then we split the brothers up. I can see Barcode as a wolf,
Yeah. Yeah.
definitely. But like Bible and Jeff and Tong, I see
Vampire falls in love with a
Gob.
werewolf.
Yeah. Underworld.
I literally was about to say Underworld.
Please give us the BL Underworld.
Oh shit, I would. My mom would actually probably watch that because Underworld is their absolute favorite fucking movie. It's like, I'm like, really, mom? She is upset. Like, she would
Underworld?
die on that hill of like, Underworld is her superior movie. She absolutely loves it. Can I be honest? I've never seen it.
Really?
Never
Underworld's a
watched
good
it.
movie.
But I've seen bits and pieces that I could see it being
Resident
a
Evil.
great BL.
Oh,
A great BL.
hey, Beyond Cloud.
We're throwing it.
Give
throwing it
us
out
a
there.
BL Underworld.
Yes, please.
I think we should
Please.
definitely make this just that part an
Oh, yeah.
Instagram post and
Oh
tag
yeah,
them in it.
Dear Beyond Cloud.
Give us a BL Underworld.
Yeah.
Vampires and werewolves
Mm-hmm.
with your entire cast.
Yes.
They would all kill it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Absolutely. No humans. Just give me vampires and
Yep.
werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the humans. Give me fantasy. Oh. Don't need that anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the end of that episode. And that's the end.
The end.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here and joining. We really appreciate you guys. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah, and let us know your favorite tropes.
Yes.
If you agree or if you have any recommendations for mangas, for animes, or for manhwas or BLs.
Yeah. That fill these tropes because I love them.
We love them so
Love 'em.
much. All right.
Bye.
Bye now. I'm waving my pen.